Hey, Megan Graham here, and I wanted to do a vlog today about how I blow dry my hair straight in the morning. And I actually wanted to just break it down and show you guys what my morning routine is, but also to show you what my hair looks like before it's blow dried. So I've already washed my hair and I actually let it dry a little bit just so you guys could see the texture. I usually wash my hair. I use a regular towel for my first step, and then I use a waffle weave towel that's high absorbency just to help get out a lot of the water. Second super important thing is that I have a really great blow dryer. So I'm actually going to set up things in my bathroom so that I can video myself blow drying my hair and give you guys a better idea of what I'm doing. Before I blow dry my hair, I usually let a little bit of the water dry from my hair. I'm brushing my hair and I'm actually using, it's a Hair Dreams extension brush. I make sure to get all the tangles out of my hair. So this is by Rahua and it's a natural product. It's called Hydration Detangler. It also has a UV barrier in it. After I use that product, I brush my hair again. I'm just working on distributing the product through my hair so that it's not clumped in one spot. My next product that I like to use, it's by Inner Sense. Again, it's another natural product. It's called I Create Lift and it's a volumizing foam. So after you use this product in your hair, you're gonna have product all over your hands. So I would take a moment to wash your hands before you start your blow dry. So you may not be able to get a good enough grip if you leave this sticky product. So I'm gonna take a second and wash my hands. I'm gonna start blow drying in the parts of my hair that you see first. So I'm gonna blow dry the very front, the sides, and then the top. So if I run out of time, I've spent most of my time on the front. A lot of people start in the back of their hair. If you do that and you run out of time, then if something comes up, you get a phone call, you have to pick up your child, you've run out of time and the back of your hair looks great and not the front. So start with the front. This is my blow dryer. Okay, so as you can see, I'm starting to get a little bit of shape into the front of my hair. I'm taking small sections. So when I'm in the front, I always take smaller sections because it helps me to get a little bit more of a grip and it helps me to really get into the root. When I get into the back of my hair, I don't spend quite as much time unless I have a really special occasion. There's a little bit of a trick for the front of your hair. For a lot of women that have curly hair, they get a lot of little flyaways and things like that in the very front. So what I do is I actually am gonna take the brush and the blow dryer. I'm gonna put a nice amount of tension on my hair, blow it straight back, holding it down, and very gently just dry the hairs back and out of the way. I'm gonna do the same thing here and everywhere on my hairline, just to help to train the hairs in the direction that I want them to go in. As far as the way that I'm actually blow drying my hair, I'm taking the brush. You want to take the brush, work it into that section, and I like to actually pull down almost as if I'm going to flip my hair, and this is what's going to give it, and I'm pulling it down, and as I pull it down, I'm just gently working that hair. I don't drop it off the brush before I get to the ends because it's really how the ends of your hair and how they look that determines how good your blow dry looks. So if you drop the ends and they're looking like they're not blow dried, they're not polished, they're sort of frizzy, it ruins the whole blow dry. So take a little extra time working those ends. And if you don't feel comfortable working those ends, I'm gonna show you how to take care of them in my next video with Velcro rollers, which can solve most of your blow drying problems. This is how I do it. So I'm not focusing on making any section perfect. I'm almost doing a very quick rough dry where all of my hair is not completely dry and I'm gonna go back in and perfect it later. So I'm doing my fast, realistic way of doing my hair in the morning.
Do you see how I'm actually flipping my hair in 2 different directions to get extra tension on my hair, which will make it look smoother and shinier? So sometimes I'm actually pulling my hair this way and I'm going from below with the heat. Other times I'll go from the top with the heat. I'm making sure to fully get the root dry, because if the root isn't dry, your hair is either going to frizz or it's going to fall. Neither of which do you want. So I'm probably a little more than halfway done. My hair looks mostly blow dried, but don't let it fool you. It is still wet, and if you leave with any wetness in your hair, that's when you're gonna have a bad hair day, because it's gonna puff up and do all sorts of things that you don't want. But what I'm going to do is spend a few minutes, and I'm going to actually very gently rough dry it. If you put your blow dryer on high, your hair is gonna be all over the place. It's gonna lose all the shine and it's gonna look terrible. So I usually put my blow dryer on medium heat and medium air, and I get a little bit more of the moisture out for about 5 more minutes. Then I'm going to finish by polishing it up with the brush. One important thing that you want to think about when you're blow drying your own hair is to actually blow all of your hair dry in the same direction. So even as I'm rough drying, I'm blowing the air down and I'm smoothing the cuticle down. The entire point and way of making your hair look shiny is to get that cuticle laying as flat as possible, and that's going to give you as much shine as possible. Just make sure you're going in the same direction. Now what I'm going to do is actually go in a second time with the brush, and this time I'm going to take smaller sections and add in a little bit more detail. I'm going to keep the brush nice and taut on my root and direct it in the direction that I want it to go. So for the front, I always bring it a little bit forward and back, just so it has a little bit of movement. So blow drying your hair, if it's really long and really thick, takes a long time. And most of the time, when you could blow dry your hair at the gym, and I would blow dry my hair at the gym, people would always comment and be like, oh, I would never spend that time, your hair takes too long. It's kind of an interesting thing because, really, who cares whether somebody would take that time? But anyway, people always have their opinions. And the thing is, if you want your hair to look good, you usually do have to spend some time on it. So I don't really have any clients that I truly think have wash and wear hair that looks fantastic. So anyway, it takes time. It's a little time investment, and then you can usually wear it, if you have hair like mine, for about 2 to 3 days. So you get your time out of your blow dry. So I'm basically done with my hair. I'm just going to flip my hair upside down and get a little bit more of the moisture out because I want lots of volume. And then this blow dry is a great foundation to do something else with. On an everyday basis, I could easily just brush my hair and wear it like this and have it be smooth and just style a few things. But it's also great if you want to maybe put in a few velcro rollers or use the curling iron. I just like to wait for a few, maybe like half an hour before I actually would put any heat on my hair, such as a curling iron or a flat iron, because even when you think you have it bone dry, there is most likely a little bit of water left. So that's how I do my blow dry on the days where I just want to take my curly hair and make it straight. There's usually going to be another step at the very end, so I often do that, and then I might do my makeup to make sure that all of the moisture is out of it, and then either use the curling iron, never really the flat iron. But anyway, that's how I do it. I would probably do additional steps if I were going out, but this is just like a nice, simple blow dry. I just use the brush and the blow dryer to get this result, and it's perfect for every day. And this will last me for 2 to 3 days with my hair type. So basically, tension on the brush is important. Smaller sections, especially towards the front, paying more attention to the hair in the front, and just making sure that you have all of the moisture out of your hair, and also using professional tools. So if you start and you don't have a good blow dryer, a good brush, and you haven't put any product in your hair, it's probably not going to look good. I have people in the salon all the time that tell me that they want a great blow dry, but when I ask them what they're using for product, they're actually not using anything. So you need to make sure that you're using the right product for your hair. So I hope that this helped. It was really fun doing it with you guys, and I'm working on getting a little bit more comfortable in talking to the camera and just sharing my little secrets of how I get ready sort of fast. Anyway, stay healthy, stay beautiful, and I really look forward to talking to you guys again soon. If you have questions, please comment below and just let me know what you thought of my video. Just remember, what I do for my hair may not be right for yours, so always think for yourself when it comes to beauty, because you are an individual and no one is just like you.